Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I'm the Just Saying. In the last episode we entered the Dark Palace and retrieved the first crystal and got the magic hammer. And in this episode we're gonna do a heart piece roundup along with getting a few other items. So let's get started with one that I actually forgot that you can get when you first enter the Dark World here. Do you remember where the magic shop was in the Light World? And where you got the flippers from the big Zora? Well, that's just about where we're going to be heading now. As soon as I can stop getting hit by those guys. Just run past them, that's easier. There's a tip for you. Just run past them with the boots. The Master Sword isn't as strong as they say it is. Unfortunately. Whoa, that was lucky. So, now that we have the magic hammer, we can access a lot more areas. Like for starters we can actually go south here by using the hammer on these things. But first, I'm going to get one of the items that are going to be needed a lot later on and is pretty useful against enemies. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, we're back. You may remember this area from the Light World. This is actually where the magic shop was. If you come back here and then go back to the right, just like we did when we got the flippers, pretty much looks the same, but there's a new item we can get here. So we go up here, go over here, read this sign, and it reads, come on, that's just asking for it. So what you do, you pick up a bush or one of those stones, throw it into here, run. I like to try and run away. Oh no! And then big ass catfish comes out. And he gives us a Quake medallion. As I said, it helps later on to get to a certain place, but it can actually be used against enemies as well. Would you believe? I'll show it off in a minute here. I'll just show it off here. What it does. Basically, freezes everything. Makes a little earthquake thing and turns everyone into vegetables. How nice is that? It uses quite a lot of magic, so just be careful of that. Be very careful of your magic. Alright. From here, I'll meet you back at Lake Hylia. See you soon, guys. Hey guys, we're back. So if you go south all the way down here again, I'll show you another little trick you can do. Now that we have the hammer, use the it's supposed to be freezing them. Use the ice rod to freeze people, and then use the magic hammer on them. They usually always drop one of those big magic things for you. So keep that in mind if you ever need the magic. Of course, they don't work on these big guys that throw the bombs, but anyway, use your magic hammer to go through those, and then keep heading south just for now. And this place may look familiar as well. Jump into the water, past these stones, and just to here. Now, if you use your magic mirror here, teleport it back to the Light World, and there's a heart piece just there. Yoink! I'll take that. And then you travel back to we need to travel back to the Dark World, so we'll do that. Actually, wait, never mind. Damn it, I realised that we need to be in the Light World to get back up into here, because there isn't one of these in the Dark World to get back into here. But we can easily get back into the Dark World using one of the portals. So you go over here, near to where our house is, and then go south, and then go across here. I haven't actually been across here. There's these little stump things. If you use your hammer on them, you can get past them. Lift this rock up, and there's a teleporter. Too easy. Now we're back in the Dark World. Alright, now for another heart piece. Yeah, you can either go north again, and follow that way, or you can go this way. This way's just a bit quicker, so I'm just going to go this way. Lift this rock up. Head over to the left. Look out for the guards. Not passing if you can because they're just annoying. You see this circle of bushes? If you use your magic mirror again in the circle of bushes here, teleport it back into the light world and onto here. Do you remember this? Probably remember this. If you go into this cave, and you get another heart piece. Cool. You can also open these bottles and get hearts, which is nice. And we'll go back into the Dark World using our portal that we created. Now, from here, I'm going to get one of the most useful items in the game. If you head up north here, go up here, there's this tree guy. If you talk to him, he asks us to find his flute for him and hands us a shovel. Now, the flute he's talking about is actually in the light world, so what you have to do, well, the good thing to do is go up to here and use the mirror, and it should be in this flower bed just here. Select, shovel works just like a normal item. And look at that, I got it on first dig, so pick it up, and it actually replaces the shovel. You don't really need it, so don't worry. You can walk around Hyrule and pick up rupees and hearts and stuff, but I don't really need them, so I'm not going to bother. So once you have the flute, this guy disappears. Forever. Go back through our portal, and we'll show the guy our flute. Hey, and he gives it to us, how nice. But with one more request. Press, and you just use it for him. And he turns into a tree. How sad is that? Anyway, now that we have the flute, we still have to activate it to make it actually useful. I'll show you how to do that later. But for now, we'll head towards where the village is, but in the Dark World. Go up here, go into here. But you'll see there's this rock that we can't lift up. You get an item later on to help you lift up those, because that's actually different weight, which is great. But anyway, if you use your mirror here, go back into the light world. Look out for the guards, because they can be annoying. Even with the Master Sword, they still take way more hits than they should. Like, they amp up how good this sword is, but it doesn't actually do that much damage to the guards and stuff. So anyway, you go into the middle of the village and you find this statue. And if you play the flute to this statue, it gives you a duck guy. Now this duck guy actually allows you to travel around Hyrule super quickly. Cool. So that's done. Now we have easy transport around Hyrule. only in the light world though, unfortunately. Now if you go over here to the right, there's another useful thing we can get. See, there's another one of those things. So use your hammer on it. Fall down here. Go north, because if you go left, you end up leaving the cave, so be careful of that. Go up here and use your magic powder on this bit, on the red bit, and the mag batter comes out. We woke him up apparently, and he cursed us. But yeah, that's what he thinks. Now, as you read, our magic now decreases by half of what it would when we use it. How good's that? Super helpful. So anyway, now we need to head back into the dark world. We need to go to one of the teleporters. So I'll show you where that is. It's actually the top half of the village, and I'll meet you guys back there soon. And we're back. So if you make your way here and use the hammer on these again, there's a teleporter just here. Now, what we need to do is go this way, unfortunately. It's only unfortunately because all the enemies are this way. But if you go right here, all the way right, and then go up this way, head towards the graveyard. That's where we're going next. All the way over to here. This place is even more. You thought this place was a bit of a maze in the light world. It's even worse now. Alright, so what you need to do. No, you can't go through there. What you need to do is get there. So, go up this and around here. Through this bush. Through this bush. And up to here. If you use your mirror about here, just so you're gonna get thrown straight back into the dark world. Is about here and go in here. We'll use our hammer to get rid of pots again because it's the faster way. Are these just hearts? Yeah, they're just hearts. Right. And then bomb this wall here. I almost like it now. Time. Rush up here. There's another heart piece. One more to go. But before we leave the graveyard, there's one more thing we can pick up. So I'm going to go and do that. Pretty close by too, which is helpful. So, open this bush here. And use the mirror just here in this corner. You're here. Normally you can't get here unless you have the level 3 lifty things, but they semi-cheated. Anyway, so if you dash at this, open it up, go in, I'm gonna dash all the way to the end of the hallway, open the chest, and we get the magic cape. And what that, as you read, turns us invisible for a little while. It's nice. And yeah, you just press Y to activate it and Y to deactivate it. Radio. So, to get out of here, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back into the dark world because I don't have the lifting to be able to lift those rocks. And we're going to get that final heart piece. Now we need to head back to the left. Right down here, it's easier. up here. Oh no. All the way up here. And then using magic mirror anywhere around here. Run at this, and then it kills it. And then you can actually fall into here. It turns out it was a cave. Run up. And it's actually another fairy fountain. But of course we are already full. So just go to the right here. And there's another heart piece. Yay! Alrighty. One more thing to get. And for this, I will show you how the flute works. So get the flute out, and use it. Our friend the duck comes back, and we can teleport to any of these 8 locations. For this one, I'm going to teleport to number 7. Bit hectic, yeah. Bit more hectic than I remember. Anyway, if you go to the... Oh, no, wait. What I need to do is go back to the Dark Road, so you need to go use that teleporter that you used before. All the way back up to the top. All the way back up. Use the hammer. Use the teleporter. Oh. Then I can hit it. Look out for these guys, they're like lights. They steal your shit, as you just saw. They can actually take your shield as well, which is extremely inconvenient, as you can imagine. You have to buy that shit back if you don't kill them. They're expensive enough as is. Damn it, how do you take 2 hearts? This is mean. What do you mean? Oh, don't need it anyway. So if you use the magic mirror, just here, don't worry, plugging these things don't do anything, but it just shows you where to use the mirror. So if you use it here, we're all the way up here. Do you remember this place? This is where the desert palace was. Now, if you use your Book of Medora on these things, you can read it, and it says... Does a little animation, let's get it. That's actually what happens when you activate the bombos, which, spoiler alert, is what we just got. That one will become very helpful later on. From here, because we now have the hammer, the path to collecting all the crystals isn't very linear. You can do whichever one you feel like. So I'm going to get to one, and then I'll meet you there. Hey guys, we're back. So as you can see on the map, there's tons of these crystals to collect. And we're actually, where we are now, we're actually close to where 2 of them are. But you can do most of these in any order you want. But anyway, I'm going to go to one that I think will help the most to do first. So if you go down here, and just to here, this thing here, you grab it with A, and pull down. As soon as the ghosts leave you alone, you actually open a little area. And this is actually the next dungeon, would you believe? But I'm going to call it here for an episode. So this is They're Just Saying, signing out. Have fun and see you later, guys.